My name is Maggie Hensel-Brown and I am from Newcastle, Australia. When I'm beginning my work, I research historical lace pieces, pictorial historical lace pieces, most of which show grand biblical tales or coronations of kings and queens. Then I take those images, I take the iconography and the processes and the compositions, and I insert stories of my own mundane life and my own frustrations and my own story. And so by treating the mundane subject matter with the care and attention and the maniacal detail that the lace makers in history would have treated these grandiose biblical tales, I sort of feel like I'm giving that care and attention to my own life as a messy 27-year-old in a small town in Australia and taking care of those stories. The first artwork is called Coping Mechanism Number 2, Get Stoned and Watch Boats. The moment that informed this piece of lace was on a family trip in Seattle. I was visiting my grandmother and I was not coping very well with the entrenched family dynamics going down at the time. And as it turns out, my unhealthy way of dealing with that was to first get very high on the beach and then go upstairs to the study and make a piece of lace about it. So the second work on exhibition is called Staring into the Void, Not Hungry, Just Bored. And it shows me in a time where I was living in a share house with my brother, unemployed and a little bit lost. I would spend a lot of time thinking about snacking in my underwear and making lace about it. So this was the first piece of lace I made in silk, also the biggest that I had made at the time. The side of the fridge was the most sort of solid piece that I had undertaken at the time. And so I slowly worked it up using the tiniest stitches I could, and it took me a whole season of the Gilmore Girls to get through. But I got there. The third piece in the exhibition is called Dancing the Dance of a Special Boy for 60 seconds or less. And it shows a similar time while I was living in the share house with my brother. And it is a picture of my brother. The two of us used to spend a lot of time working on his Instagram feed where he would dance and I would film. And I guess this was sort of a collaboration between the two of us. In the bottom right-hand corner, you can see my thumb holding record on the phone and a little mini portrait of what's happening in front of it. This one has a different border. I was experimenting with moving objects in the lace sort of out and pushing past the margins.